This weekend we have a very interesting welterweight bout. We've got Brad Wheeler taking on the man with me now, Mehrdad Jenzemini. Is that better? Yeah, you'll see, smashing it.
Yeah, that's very close to pronouncing. That's pretty good. It's Mehrdad Jenzemini. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
So, good fight, man. Cage Warriors, Brad Wheeler, London, Super Saturday card. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a war for sure. It's gonna be I don't know. People think it's gonna be a distance. It's gonna go the distance, but I don't see it. I don't see it going the distance. You know, I still think that maybe the second round it might go into that. The first ever fight I'll be in the second round, but you know, I'm in the best shape of my life to be able to push through that. Even if it does mean to go to the third round, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be winning. Like, I'm positive on that.
It's an interesting match in the sense, if you look at it from both perspectives. Brad was 155 for a long time. The weight cut gets to the point with obviously age plays a factor. He's now happy to go to 170 and fight there. And you see the benefits of 170 for him. Yourself, you're 185 and 170. And so it's a nice way and a nice little story for the pair of you finding that optimum weight. For you, was 170 always going to be your goal?
Yeah, to be honest, you know, I wanted to stay at 185, to be honest. But like, then I just, you know, I was thinking, you know what, there's a lot of people I can trash up easier at 175, yeah, 170. And I'm starting to look at, you know, there's people like Lahore, Terry Brazier. Now, that's on Bama, you know. I was asking Bama to put me on. I'd trash these guys, but I don't know why. They're probably just wanting to build up Brazier. Fair enough, you know. I ain't got nothing against Brazier. Lahore was talking shit before, but I ain't giving no. I don't give a shit about that guy. If we're gonna fight, we'll fight. But right now, Cage Warriors gave me the opportunity to take on Brad Wheeler, and to be honest, it's good because I want to test myself. You know, I see that's a good test for me because he's been around forever. And he's very experienced and he's a tough fight. And I feel that, you know, I can showcase my full potential, my whole skill set in this fight because, you know, I have to have my striking on point for this fight. I have to have my grappling on point because he's also brown belt in jiu-jitsu, you know. So this is a good fight so I can show people that what my level is like. It's not just grappling, you know. There's a lot of other stuff that I've been working on, which I will shock. You know, I will shock Brad, but you know.
And he's taking this fight as serious as you. You know, he goes away to TriStar, gets the best trainer he can get to take this match up because he obviously clearly is getting the right mindset to win. Did you obviously watch his fight that he had with Matt Inman, where he obviously had that injury with the break? And he showed a lot of heart. Does that for you as a fighter put in your mindset that you have to really be on point because you know that this Brad's not going to stop no matter what? You have to literally put him to sleep, or you know, as you like to do, take a leg and get in the tap.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish it. You know, I knew that he wouldn't. He's got heart to push on through. I don't know what I heard that he was injured in that fight. Fair enough. You know, I can see that. You know, he's a tough guy. But you know, I don't plan on just. You know, I don't go with little small punches, you know. I punch to knock someone out, you know. Every punch I hit is to take him out. So if I ain't knocked him out, I'm going to submit him one or the other, you know. And if I don't, fair enough to him. If it goes the distance, like, you know, I'm expecting him to, you know, hold on a little bit. I think he's, you know, he's a tough guy, but he's had too many wars, so I don't expect him to be holding through too much, you know. But you never know. And never know it, Brad.
He takes his training across, and you yourself, you know, you've got around a bit as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
With the training, so what you know, you've done the MMA lab and stuff like that. What's been going on with you with training and stuff?
So for my last fight with Wendell, I did go to the MMA lab and I was doing my sparring out there and my training. But for this camp, I've been working with John Danaher and Garry, Tonon, Jay Shields, and they've been helping me throughout this whole prep. You know, I've been getting secret stuff to be adding to my game. Very secretive stuff. Nice. So hopefully I can showcase that on Saturday. You know.
That'd be good, especially with Jake Shields. He's a very strong 170 guy.
Oh, bro, if I'm honest, he's probably the strongest guy I've ever grappled or sparred. and sparred. You know, the guy is insane. So you know, being able to spar them, Garry and Jake. You know, I know for a fact that you know these guys are the highest levels you can get to. You know, so I'm training with the top. You know, and that's how I intend to keep on training with the top. But you know, Brad, I've taken this fight very seriously because you know Brad is a tough opponent, so I have to make sure I've got everything on point for this fight.
And especially with Cage Warriors having no kind of welterweight spearhead now as champ, because the recent champ Carl's went off to sign with another agency, and there's a vacant title. In a way, there's an opportunity here for you to kind of put your name in the hat for at least for you know being one of the perennial contenders to maybe work your way up to there. So it's kind of exciting in that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, like you know, I don't like I wouldn't understand like because Cage Warriors haven't promoted me one bit, which is fair enough. I haven't fought for them before, you know, so I can understand why they're going to just promote the guys that assigned to you know the management that you know Graham Boylan runs. Yeah, fair enough. I haven't had no promoting on my ends, but that's cool. But yeah, who knows? Maybe I will fight for them again, and yeah, it just depends on how well I showcase my skills inside it.
Yeah, because you've seen where fighters go from Cage Warriors in the sense, you know, not just UFC, but you look at Solidak, who went to KSW and ended up getting a great performance there. So it's not just the UFC. People, there's actually other avenues to take after there. So it's a good platform for you. UFC Fight Pass, other promotions get their eyes on you.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a good exposure. I'm interested. You know, I like the fact that it's going to be it's going to be out. A lot of people are going to see it, and yeah, like hopefully I will put on a good performance and see what's next. Whether I fight for Cage Warriors again, or maybe a different promotion will snatch me up, and I will go onto the big stage after this. You know, bigger stage at least. You know, like I'm looking big. You know.
So with the cut to 170, by the way. Did you get your walking weight down lower? How have you transitioned to that different weight class? Because it isn't a small gap; it's 15 pounds. So it's a big drop. I've done it myself, and it's absolutely horrendous. And I'm not doing 170 ever again. Yeah,
no. So basically, for my second fight, right, I cut 10 kilos, and from that, I was like, you know what, fuck that. I thought, I'm not gonna. I never saw at a point of, you know. I never saw myself going lower than 80 kilos, and that was at a catch weight. I was walking around at 90 for my second fight. So after that, you know, I was like, okay, if I'm going to cut down to 170, I need to be walking around at, you know, I still walk around at around 88, 87-ish, but I had 8 weeks to diet hard and just keep my walk, like, keep it. You know, I'll diet hard towards 80 kilos and cruise on 80 kilos, and closer to the fight, I'll just, you know, diet a bit more harder, eat less of the shit that I eat, and yeah, here I am, literally on point weight. I'm just cruising and nearly, you know, I ain't got much to cut now. I'm feeling good. I ain't drained. I'm nothing. You know, I done it the right way.
Yeah, and, you have the discipline. That's good. You know, Krusty Kreme's, you know, cripple me, so I can't do that 170.
Mate, I'm telling you, after the fight, I'm just gonna be eating so much cake. Like you won't even notice that I even made 170. Like it's gonna be insane how much cake I'm gonna eat.
It's a reward. Food is a reward. It's crazy after a fight. People don't realize. Honestly, I'm the same.
I'm literally just gonna take I'm gonna get a couple boxes of donuts and cake and just, you know, because I don't know where after the fight probably everywhere's gonna be shut, so I'll be so pissed off if I don't eat anything right after.
Yeah, have it prepped get it all clean. Yeah, it's a good idea. Just sit in your hotel and just pick out.
Yeah, have my cock out as well, eat the cake, you know, also, so it'll be fine.
Have a good pie, sounds like a good party, I won't lie.
Oh yeah, doing the helicopter swing and eating cake, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, see, you can do the horseshoe, with them.
Standard. You know what, you're on my wavelength there, I'm glad.
It's called inventive, you see, we're inventive and creative.
Oh yeah, be creative, that's the right way, you know.
Like, I was gonna say, Mike, because it's going to be a great fight, like you said, because
Yeah.
he's so experienced, but at the same time, you've got yourself some great experience. You've not just fought on, you went to ACB, you've got yourself, I want to say you've got yourself around, but you've had yourself a good mixture of opponents from different promotions. So you've got experience. To say that you're not experienced would be silly. You've got yourself in that good position. So what Brad throws at you, especially with the training you've had with all the different people, it's not going to blow you away, so to speak.
It's not going to be something like, oh shit, what have I done? It's all the same. I'm not going to be shocked by anything.
And if anyone tries to get in your half guard, they'll be wary that you'll be going for a heel hook.
Yeah. Exactly. I've been preparing for my other stuff. As you can see, I've finished 5 fights by a heel hook. So these guys are probably going to think I'm going to go for a heel hook. But what they don't know is, it's going to be there. Everyone leaves it out for me. Everyone leaves it out for me. It's going to be there. I will expose the leg at some point. But that's the beauty, because I'm going to mix it up so well that he won't know what's coming. It's easier said than done. I'm sure he's going to give me a tough, hard run, but I'm expecting that. I took this fight because I wanted a hard fight. I wanted the exposure, and I wanted a tough fight. I want to test myself and show people and show myself that I am at a good level where I can beat all these welterweights here. There is, I know I'm at the level. So,
and that's what we get to see this Saturday on Cage Warriors UFC Fight Pass. It's also BT Sport as well, so it's not just UFC Fight Pass. People in the UK with normal kind of network, they got BT Sport, and also I think it's what's that other channel called? I think it's like Sports Free or Free Sports. It's like
Free Sport, channel. Free Sport,
There you go, that was it. Yeah, so it's like a ridiculous amount of opportunities for people to watch your fight. It's awesome, but
just means I have to turn up on fight night. I can't be turning up and just frozen and get knocked out. If I get knocked out, then I'm just like, oh shit, oh, that talking on fuck. But no, the good thing is I'll turn up on fight night, and I know what I'm doing. I'm aware of everything. I'm confident. There's a reason, I can talk, because I know how I turn up.
And that's what everyone's looking forward to. This is one of the very firework kind of sparked fights that everyone looked at. I'm certainly looking forward to it, man.
I'm shocked it's so early on in the card. It should be so much higher up in the card, But,
I just
to be honest,
they don't realise that what the two of you going to bring with each other, because I've seen your fights and I've seen his fights.
And you've seen Brad brings it. He's a tough opponent, So it's definitely a big fight, But whatever,
Well, it's because it's 2 cards, isn't it? Though, because it's not. It's like. It sounds daft being early, but it's only because they've split it up. It's just a way. It's a weird structure, but it works. It worked last time they did it. They did it a couple of years back, and it was awesome.
To be honest, fighting at 6 p.m. is good for me, because I ain't got to do a long waiting game. Just turn up, do wait an hour and a half. First fight's 4:30. Boom, 6 comes on. I do my fight, get my win, and I get the hell out.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, I hate that when you're sitting there and you're not until like 9, 10. But then
I've done
especially
waiting.
The regional. Oh.
Man, I've done waiting until 12.
Yes, it's horrible, isn't it, man?
It's terrible.
The regional scene, they can never keep the time scale.
Yeah.
But
I think Cage Warriors are good with timing.
They're more regimented. They've got it nailed, and it works very well. Absolutely.
Especially with the airing, on the TV, and they got to keep it on point. So.
So that's all good. Yeah, man. Honestly, I can't wait for this fight. It's one of, like I said, I messaged you. I said to you straight away as soon as I found out. I was absolutely jacked for it. I think it's a cracker fight. But before we let you go, can you give a shout out to, obviously you mentioned there, like for example, Danaher, Jake Shields. Give a shout out to people that have helped you in the fight camp, man, and sponsors, all that stuff, the gyms and everything else.
Big shout out to John Danaher for the help that he's done for me for the camp. Garry, Tonon, Jake Shields, all the guys at Henzo's, my sponsors, just too many to even. Click Clinic, Back to Basic Therapy. Big shout out to my striking coach John Danaher, who's been making my hands sharp, which you shall see. What else is there? There's so many, my own team, GFA, Neto Nunes, all these guys, they've all been helping out with me. But I've got a banner sorted, so you know you guys can see the
Sweet.
sponsor.
Yeah.
You guys just read the banners, and then you guys can see.
Oh, no, boy, I remember we interviewed Scott Askin a couple of years back, and this is when you could have the banners in the UFC, and I said, give a shout to your sponsors. He couldn't remember. He goes, I can't remember them.
Bro.
And he had to go and get his banner, and we're there interviewing, and he's reading off the banner.
Bro, it's so hard to remember.
Yeah, that is. I give you credit to that, man. But it's good, though. That's good that you've got that many you can't remember. It's not a bad thing, is it? It's a positive.
Exactly. It is a positive.
And the last thing, what about social media? What if people want to jump on, kind of follow you on your journeys, give you support and all that jazz?
You can follow me on Sniper Fist, my Instagram account. I'm sure everyone knows about it already. It's just a bunch of funny memes, and I also, you know, it's all other stuff with me as well. But yeah, everyone knows about Sniper Fist, I'm sure. follow me on Instagram and check up the savagery. Yeah, that's pretty much my main social media. Obviously, my Facebook, my Mehrdad Jenzemini. Yeah. I've got a page, Mehrdad 9 Shots Jenzemini. It's not hard to find. Search me up, hit me up.
Awesome. That's all.
Yeah.
Not everyone has every social media, you see. So it's always good to get it, you see, because some people have Twitter, some people have Facebook, but not everyone has everything. So look, have a great fight on Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weight cut, mate. All right. Enjoy the last few pounds dropping off. I'll do my best not to have any sweets. All right. In the meantime, to kind of join you on the journey.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Nah, don't torture yourself, man. Enjoy it. I'll be joining on the whole cake wave in a few days.
I've got no fight signed at the moment, so I'm gonna eat cake.
You're calm. You're all good. Eat cake. Bust a nut. Eat cake. That's all good.
Yo, bro. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Have a great fight, and we'll speak to you soon, mate.
For sure. Nice speaking to you, sir. Have a good night.